Bulldog is Dorian.
And it's your gal, Leia. And we're bringing you KAHS News.
Starting today's show, Luke interviewed a student about an important charity.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Show us what it's about, Luke.
I'm here with Justin Stout. He's going to tell us a little bit about his charity he's a part of. So what is this charity all about?
So LLS is the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. They help fund cancer research as well as help out with the cost of treatment for those affected by cancer. What I'm competing is the Student of the Year campaign. I'm the only student in Austin. It's a competition across FBISD.
So why is this charity important to you?
So I myself am a cancer survivor. On September 28th of 2018, I actually finished my treatment. So I'm trying to give back this year.
Awesome. So what can people do to help the cause?
So one thing we're doing is we're selling t-shirts at lunch. They're $20. You can buy them with cash or credit. If we're not there at lunch that particular day, especially lately, it's been kind of hard to get a table. Just come to me directly and I'll put you up for one. Another thing we have is the Spirit Nights. On Thursday we have one for Chipotle, and then on February 20th we have one for McAllister's. Also we have a bunch of posters around school. If you scan the QR code, you can just donate $1 or $2 if you want to help that way.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
What a great cause.
Dorian, have you noticed the rise in public shootings lately?
Yeah, I have. It's been crazy. That's why Job and Porter are going to inform us.
With shootings occurring all around the nation, people are concerned about their safety in their schools and even at home. On July 2016, a man by the name of Xavier Johnson fired at a group of police officers, killing 5 and harming 9. 2 bystanders were also injured in the process. There has been on average 1 school shooting every week. Shootings are becoming common among us Americans. This problem needs to be dealt with.
Listen, Bulldogs, living in this age, we should be more cautious about what we see and hear.
Yeah, just recently, many videos have surfaced making you believe things that were never true. That's why Luke and Leia made this video to keep you all aware.
What I'm going to be laying out is the things that I can do with my lawful authority as president.
Killmonger was right. Ben Carson is in the sunken place.
Notice something different between these two videos? Well, a Redditor called Deepfakes uses a computer program that employs artificial intelligence to recreate a person's patterns. These have been used to create fake news along other deplorable entertainment avenues. The content can be altered by changing an element like a face or a voice and can be patched with the voice cloning technology. The more public content of an official, the easier it is to create a deepfake of a politician, news anchor, or anyone else associated with the public. From now on, Bulldogs, make sure you double-check anything you see on the internet and be aware of fake news.
Have you noticed a change in the weather lately?
Yeah, it's been really cold.
It's actually freezing up in the Midwest, and Michael's going to tell us exactly why.
Last week, the Midwest was affected by catastrophic weather and experienced record-breaking temperatures colder than Antarctica. The temperatures range from -4 degrees Fahrenheit to -58 degrees Fahrenheit. This is all caused by the polar vortex, which is a large, vast, cold area high up in the atmosphere that occasionally slides down towards the central and eastern parts of the U.S. The climates are so harsh that people's everyday items are freezing due to the outrageous temperatures. Even some medicine could lose its effectiveness due to these temperatures. Although these temperatures are harsh, people are still having fun making it into a viral Twitter challenge.
There was a recent attack on Empire star Jussie Smollett.
Yeah, I heard about it. There's been so much news coverage.
Yeah, that's why I decided to inform you more about the attack. On January 29th, actor Jussie Smollett was attacked after leaving a fast food restaurant. Known for his role on the hit show Empire, Smollett is being called a victim of a racist and homophobic attack.
I went to the doctor immediately. Frank Gatson drove me. I was not hospitalized. Both my doctors in LA and Chicago cleared me to perform, but said to take care, obviously.
Since the incident, Smollett has received endless support from friends, family, and fellow actors alike. Smollett was recently cleared to perform at a concert this past Saturday. He stated that he won't let the attackers win, and he will keep spreading his message. We wish the best for Jussie, as well as a speedy recovery.
Ever had an opinion that's not so popular?
Yeah, all the time.
Well, you're not the only one. Coincidentally, Justice and Brian just made a video about one.
Hi, I'm Justice.
I'm Donna.
This past weekend, popular Atlanta rapper 21 Savage was detained by ICE for staying illegally on an overstayed visitor visa from the UK in 2005. This incident caused a lot of memes and jokes to circulate on social media. With the memes being widely popular, pop star Demi Lovato wrote a tweet that said, "So far, 21 Savage memes are my favorite part of the Super Bowl." And this didn't sit too well with other people who turned around and made insensitive comments about her drug overdose and even went as far as telling her to kill herself. In this segment, me and my fellow classmate Donna will talk about our unpopular opinion, which is Demi Lovato doesn't deserve all the hate she's getting. How do you feel about that, Donna?
Well, I mean, just to start off, I'm not the biggest fan of 21 Savage or Demi Lovato, but I honestly think getting deported to England isn't that dangerous of a situation. 21 Savage has a good amount of money, he has a solid income, he's gonna be fine in England, like he's not gonna be endangered in England. But the jokes that say like, oh, well, 21 Savage is getting deported against his will, Demi Lovato chooses to be addicted to heroin, stuff like that I don't think is funny. I think it's a completely different situation. If 21 Savage was getting deported to a super dangerous country, maybe it could then be comparable, but I don't really think it's fair.
Well, even though this is unpopular opinion, I don't like bother the backlash she's getting, but like they're kind of going too far with all the killing herself comments.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, so many people have been making fun of 21 Savage and no one got backlash except for Demi Lovato.
Agreed. And this is it for today's unpopular opinions. If you have any more unpopular opinions, make sure to tweet us at KAHS News.
With the Z.
Walking through the hallways upstairs, you may have noticed the flyers all around.
And for those of you that haven't, then you're in for a treat because there's a new club here called Leap, but never fear, Donna is here with all the info you need.
So LEAP is essentially a leadership club. You'll find out that a lot of what we prioritize are public speaking, team building activities, and lessons from our officers who are skilled in leading other people. You'll find that a lot of our meetings are informal because there's a lot of engagement from the members with the officers. There's also like discussions. But you don't have to be in a leadership position to come to our meetings. You just have to be interested.
Alright, so some of the activities that we do in LEAP involve a lot of public speaking and as well as a lot of team building exercises. So for public speaking, what we do is we do a lot of impromptu stuff. So with impromptu speaking, you're given a topic where you only have a little bit amount of time to prepare it and you pretty much have to speak off the top of your head. So the goals for this are to make sure that you speak fluidly and that there aren't breaks in your speech and to also be clear and coherent. With team building exercises, we do a whole assortment of group activities where we try to make it competitive. We get into different teams and our goal is to work on communicating and working efficiently and effectively. Some examples of this would be when we had different games that we would play and the games would have like certain time constraints and some goals that we had to achieve.
So to join our club, you don't really need a complicated process. You just have to show up to our meetings. We have 2 meetings per month, and they're in room U4, 3 p.m. after school.
Alright, so how you can join are 2 ways. The first thing that I recommend is to join our Remind. So our Remind is at AHS Leap. Text that to the number 81010. And then the other way that you can keep track and follow us is on Instagram. Our Instagram is at AHS Leap. Thank you.
Looking for a cool class to enroll in?
Mr. Monk has the class for you.
AP Psych is extravagant.
Interesting. Enlightening. Mind-boggling. 5. Engaging. Mr. Monk. Unique. Enlightening.
How's it going, guys? I'm Mr. Monk. I teach AP Psychology here at Austin High School. Psychology is the study of the brain and the mind and how it works. In this class, that is what we'll be focusing on, preparing you for the exam. You should take this class because it's really interesting. You get to know a little bit more about yourself and who you are as a person, as well as get college credit. So.
Join AP Psych.
Join AP Psych. Join AP Psych. Join AP Psych. Join AP Psych.
Join AP Psych.
Join AP Psych.
Love is always in the air this time of year. I wonder why.
Because it's Valentine's season.
Oh, right. And doesn't that mean the choir's doing their singing Valentines too?
Yep. Zara went around the school to get sneak peeks of the amazing talent.
I don't mind spending every day out on the corner in the pouring rain for the girl with the broken smile. Ask her if she wants to stay a while, and she will be loud, and she will be loud.
That's all for this week, Bulldogs.
Have a great Friday and an amazing weekend.